They're Philadelphia native who became one of the era's defining action fighters by fighting the best of the best time and time again. He's going to be taking on fellow veteran Vaughn Alexander, of course, the brother of Devin Alexander. This one is going to be 8 rounds in the super middleweight division. So we're going to hear from Gabriel Rosado. Gabriel, how are you doing, my friend?
Good.
So we know that your career, you will take on all comers. I think that's safe to say, right? So what is your mentality? How did you develop that mentality?
And it just comes from being hungry, being determined, believing in myself. Coming from Philadelphia, tough city, tough background, just having that grit.
Speaking of Philadelphia, at the top of this card, of course, Danny Swift Garcia. This is the last time he's going to be fighting in Brooklyn. Your thoughts on being on this card?
Oh no, man, it's dope. It's crazy. After 20 years, you're digging finally find on the card, right? So it's dope, man. Big first, big promotional show. And to be a part of it, man. It's dope.
And like we said, you'll face all comers. Now, you had a little bit of a streak up and down. You won your last fight in August, right? So you're riding that momentum now. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I took some time off. I think it was good for me to be able to recover and rejuvenate. We got back. My team, Philly Bristol, got a win. And I'm feeling good, man. So it's just, get another win and then go on to bigger and better things.
And this fight in front of you, October 18th, this is going to be against Vaughn Alexander, right? So this is the brother of Devin Alexander. Spent some time away from boxing, but he's no slouch. So what is your plan versus Vaughn Alexander?
Yeah, Devin Alexander, he's a vet. What I'm saying? He's a guy that he's seasoned. He knows how to fight. I mean, he doesn't have the best record, but, that's really, he's a guy that is durable, he's strong. He's a perfect test and challenge for me to showcase my skills and do my thing and then show people that, Gabriel Gonzalez should stay.
And speaking of here to stay, so we know Danny Garcia says he's not retiring. This is his last fight in Brooklyn, but he's going to continue his career. Have you thought about your career? How does it play out? What's the future hold for Gabriel Rosado?
Well, yeah, it's I've had a great career, you know what I mean, and I just feel like I got unfinished business, and I feel like right now, once you see the top division, with the kind of competition you got out there, playing Charlo and Longa and those guys, I feel like I could mix with those guys. I mean, so it's just a matter of just getting his way and then moving on to bigger and better.
You mentioned playing Charlo. What's the biggest fight you want right now? If you could pick one for a future fight, who do you want most?
Honestly, man, it's just to put myself out of fuck them all. So I'm doing this for me. I mean, this is something that I want to do, something that I love and I enjoy. So honestly, man, it's just a matter of just putting myself in a position to fight for Rose Island again.
And your first step on that journey is Saturday night, October 18th. You're going to work out here, but finally, before I let you go, your final prediction, Saturday night, how does it play out?
Hey, man, we're going to shine. We're going to stunt. We're going to look good. The fans are going to say, wow, Gabe's back. You know what I mean? It's going to be that kind of performance.
Looking forward to seeing it. We're going to see you work out right now. Thank you so much.
Wait, I'm ready to bring about to fly out. That thing sliding. This is it. The clock is on. The clock on.
I got the clock on.
All right, yeah, do one. Good? It's good?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I already got my workout in early. Everybody right? Gonzalez back. We New York. What's going on, guy? What's going on, guy? Some of my biggest fans. What's up?
Gabe, I got to start with a little bit of nostalgia, man. You know, this upcoming January makes 14 months, or 14 years, excuse me, since you had one of the most historic fights in middleweight history in the last 25 years, and probably one of the most historic fights in Madison Square Garden in the last 25 years. Do you think back to that at all, especially with Triple G, his name being in the news recently as being a Hall of Fame balloting?
Yeah, man, I think, so you talking about the Golovkin fight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I
14 years.
fought at varsity with Mute. But, yeah, man, I think that was crazy, man. You know what I mean? That was my HBO debut. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy to be able to, I was growing up watching Jim Lampley and Larry Birch call fights. And then to be able to be, I mean, fighting and they're calling my fight, that shit was kind of crazy, man. But, you know, Golovkin right now, they're talking about him being
Hall of Fame.
I mean, I think he deserves it. You know, he tied Bernard Hopkins with the most middleweight title defenses, 20 title defenses. He was the guy nobody wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they say he don't got big names on his resume, it's like, you know, I don't think that's really his fault. But he beat a lot of top guys. He beat world champions. So, man, he definitely, I think, should be in the Hall of Fame.
What do you think about Ryan Garcia's comments on his Hall of Fame status? Because Ryan was on Inside the Ring Live saying he don't think Triple G is Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. But, you know, Ryan didn't grow up on Triple G. So, like, you know, Ryan's a lot younger. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I fought Triple G 2000, what was that, 14? Like, no one wanted to fight Triple G. I was ranked number 1 at 54. My mandatory was K9 Bumbridge. I could have just chilled and fell back at 154 and fought K9 Bumbridge. But, you know, like, Triple G had, like, that thing when nobody wanted to fight him. So I kind of just wanted to show, I just wanted to be a knucklehead. I wanted to show the world I could beat this guy. You know what I mean? But, you know, look, Golovkin, man, he was that guy when he was stopping anybody. And he was being top quality guys. So, yeah, you know, Ryan didn't really grow up seeing him. So, you know, I can see why he feels that way. But, you know, when you really see Triple G, see what he's done in the sport, I think anybody would say he's a Hall of Famer.
Gabe, last week obviously we saw Javon Booth tennis in your hometown in Philadelphia. You know, his intro to 154. What do you make of his performance? And people are already talking about the Virgil Ortiz fight. How do you see that matching up?
And he did what he was supposed to do. Don't play with your food. You know what I'm saying? They said to go with tune-up, but that's what you do with a tune-up. I mean, and I hate the word tune-up because in reality, like, man, you caught, you know, Buster Douglas was supposed to be a tune-up. Look what he did. So, you know, you really can't call guys tune-ups. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, a guy could be dead, be hungry, and just shock the world. So, but he showed that guy wasn't on his level, and he didn't play with him. You know what I mean? Like I say, he played with his foot, he got him out in the first round. I love the fight between him and Virgil. I think that's a top-notch fight right there. That's Sugar Ray Graham right there. You know what I mean? Of this era. So I love that fight.
Eddie Hearn was telling me that he feels that Boots is the natural successor to Terrence Crawford. Are you as high on Boots in that comparison, or what do you make of that?
He's the next Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, essentially.
No, man, I can see that. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots, you know, he got the speed, he got the power. He has the ability to switch orthodox and softball. So he has a lot of tools in his arsenal, man. So, you know what I mean? I think his I guess what would be his biggest flaw, but at the same time, his greatest asset is that he could box you and it'd be a boring match, but that's not him. He like to walk you down, so he can give an opponent an opportunity to catch him. So like, let's say a guy like Virgil Ortiz, who's a big puncher, strong guy, you know, he's going to give Virgil opportunities where Virgil can land his shots. Because Boots ain't the type of guy that's going to run all day. He's not a born fighter. he's a fighter. He gonna sit in the pocket with you and he gonna bang. So that's his style, man. So it can work against him or it can just work for him. But I love it. I love his style.
Chad, talk to me about you came in the ring today, real energetic. Did you miss being under the bright lights?
Yeah, man. I'm good. I did an earlier workout today. You know what I mean, with the sauna suit. You know what I mean, got my sweat on. But yeah, man, I feel good, man. It's New York City, man. New York is actually my favorite city to fight in. You know what I'm saying? I fought at the Garden. I fought at Barclay. I fought in a couple, events when I was first coming up. So it's just the atmosphere is close to Philly. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, man, I love it, man. So, I feel good. We're doing everything right. That's why my energy is good. Camp was good. We did the last 2 weeks in Puerto Rico. It was hot as hell. You know what I mean? But it was what we needed. So, yeah, man, it was good.
What about your heart? How much is your heart, your hunger still in it? Because it got to be in the fight.
It has to, bro. It has to. That's one thing about me, man. I can always count on my heart and my will. I know nobody's ever going to take that away from me. But at the end of the day, man, heart and will is a big tool. But that's not. You gotta see. I think there was a point in my career when I was coming up where I depended too much on my heart and my will, and I knew I could count on that. And I think I slacked a little bit on the fundamentals. I slacked a little bit on the basics, the little things that make a big difference. Because I knew I got heart. And that's the worst thing you could do. But when you got the heart, the will, and you got the determination to put the work in and work on your skills, and maybe I gotta better my jab. Maybe I gotta throw more jabs now. Maybe I gotta move my head more. You be honest with yourself. I think that's when it's a whole different ballgame. And I feel like at this point in my career, in my comeback, I know I got the heart. I know I got the will. But it's a matter of really staying sharp on the skills and the fundamentals of boxing.
Is that the kind of statement you're trying to make?
Yeah. I think the perfect example of it is Crawford. What Crawford did in Las Vegas against Canelo Alvarez was a 38-year-old man who perfected the fundamentals of the basics. He didn't do nothing special. He didn't do nothing out of the ordinary. He fought a disciplined fight behind the jab, sharp defense, got in the inside when he had to, stood in the outside when he had to. It was picture perfect. And then on the other hand, you had a fighter who depended on his reflex, who depended on his power, and all he had to show that day was he was trying to throw that one punch, hopefully knock out Crawford. And it wasn't there. So I think you got Crawford, who was an older fighter, but stuck to the basics and the fundamentals, and you saw that. And then you got Canelo, who's a younger fighter, who's fresher, but kind of got away from the basics and the fundamentals a little bit, and was kind of jammed. He was stuck because he was just trying to pull that trigger, and the reflex wasn't there no more. And that's the thing, man. You gotta, as we get older, like you got Usyk, 38. You got Badu Jack, 41. Crawford, 38. Bivol, 35. But these guys are, if you look at them, what are they? Fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? They all got great jabs. They all got great defense. They all got great movements. And they all got heart. And they all could bang when they had to. But they don't have to because they so good, they can just depend on their craft. So I think that's just key, man. That's the beautiful thing about boxing. You always learn, you always get better.
One more question. I just want to follow up on that real quick. Gabe, I got a question for you. In terms of Canelo Crawford, do you think time would have made a difference in the sense of a lot of people are going to say Canelo was at the end, he was spent a little bit, whatever the case might be. But do you think Crawford beats him on any day?
You know what, man? I really do believe that Canelo was flat. I do think that at his age and at his level, you fighting, you're staying busy, you're staying active.
So let's welcome David Kadiba here. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I can't wait for Saturday.
Can't wait till Saturday. So, you're undefeated. You're making your Barclays Center debut here. So what does it mean for you to be making your debut?
Publicznością Barclays Center zobaczyć ten kanał Północki Bardzo się cieszę, mogę z wami zawalczyć i mam nadzieję, że zyskam dla niego kibiców na stałe
I'm motivated to fight there. We know a lot of history, especially with Polish fans. From the big Polish fighters that got internationally fought there. I'm excited to fight there. Hopefully, gain a lot more fans after this.
I heard the Kovnowski shout out. Of course, I'm going to ask you about that. You know, the Polish fans show up to support their fighters, like yourself, like Adam Kovnowski. What is it about the Polish fans that show up in arenas like Barclays Center in Newark, in this area? Why are the Polish fans always out there?
Polaków właśnie czuć na walki, Polaków jest bardzo, szczególnie właśnie na arenach, albo Barclays Center, czemu Polacy wspierają swoich zawodników i naprawdę mogą się wspierać.
Myślę, że mają duży sentyment do tego, jak dalej czasy też Andrzeja Gołoty, Tomasza Adamka i myślę, że brakuje im jednak tych starych dobrych czasów i moim marzeniem to skrócić.
So there's a huge history with the Polish boxers here in this area, starting off with Andrew Galata and Thomas Adamant, and I'm here to continue that torch and hopefully they'll be coming out for fight festival.
Speaking of your fight, you're taking on Polish-American Joey DeWayko, who's tough. We've seen him fight in BKFC. We've seen he's a rugged, big fighter. Obviously, you will have the height advantage. How do you see this fight playing out on Saturday night?
Mam nadzieję, że będzie tak twardy w sobotę, damy dobrą walkę. No to myślę, że z rundy na rundę będzie już coraz trudniej i chciałbym skończyć tą walkę przed czasem.
The thing that he is, I hope he comes out to the tank on Saturday. So the fight is going to last, I think, later on in the starting out, and it'll be a big
We will see on Saturday night. So finally, before I know you're going to start your media workout, but before we let you go, you're undefeated 16-0, nearly every fight won by knockout. I'm sure you have ambitions in the heavyweight division. What are your ambitions? Who do you want to take on and what are your goals?
Jak będziesz dalej swoją karierę poprzez boksy zrobić bardzo ciężkiej.
No tak, krok po kroku będziemy cały czas iść w tym kierunku, który założyliśmy na początku. Chcę zostać pierwszym polskim świata.
We've got a long way to go, but step by step, we're heading towards the right direction. We're aiming to be the first Polish heavyweight champion in the world.
Best of luck to you on your journey. We're going to let you start your media workout. Thank you so much. For undefeated Damian Kaniba.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Eddie? So this is a big story for Danny Garcia, right? He's having his final fight here in Brooklyn. You have a chance to play spoiler. So what does that mean for you?
I'm just excited to be a part of this. I'm here to take the reward. I'm going to put on a great performance, and I'm going to be Danny Garcia.
We know Danny Garcia is representing Brooklyn. You're representing Queens. So we're going to have more Queens fans in the house on Saturday night, more Brooklyn fans. What do you think?
I got everybody coming. I got elementary school teachers. I got cousins. I didn't even know were my cousins. So everyone's coming out. I wouldn't be surprised to get food out.
So we talked about Danny Garcia, Swift Promotions, and what this would be. If you are successful on Saturday night, what would this do for your career?
I want to be successful. When I'm successful, a big win like this can put me in a big fight. Hopefully, I get a world title shot. I'm in the rankings. I'm right there to go. I'll be a Hall of Famer. I'll become a legend.
You had a successful 2024, so talk about riding that momentum into this fight.
Yeah, I've been winning. I figured out the formula. Everything's good. The last fight, the guy had like 20 KOs. I boxed the crap out of him. I can do it again. I'm gonna keep shocking the world.
You said you figured out the formula, so give us a little insight. What was the formula?
It's just, you learn on the job, you learn from your mistakes, your losses, you continue to be consistent, work hard, and, grow with your coaches, and then the skills go up, and then the wisdom comes up, the experience, and you're ready to shock the world.
Speaking of shocking the world, like we said, you'll have your opportunity on Saturday, October 18th on Millions.co versus Danny Garcia. So, Danny Garcia, we know he's been in there with some legends. I'm sure you've watched tapes. How do you game plan against a fighter like Danny Garcia? Obviously, he's got power, he's got a solid chin. How do you game plan against a fighter like that?
I've been doing this for 20 years, so I know the game very well. I got really no idea what's going to happen in there. Just got to adapt, and then I'll adapt in the ring, make the adjustments, and I'll win the fight.
And speaking of winning the fight, your official prediction, how does it go down on Saturday?
I win unanimous decision, outside Danny Garcia, shock the world.
There you have it. Well, we're going to let you get to your media workout. Thank you so much, and best of luck. Let's hear it for Danny Gonzalez. Fighting on Saturday night's main event against Danny Swift Garcia. It's all going down. Barclays Center. Farewell to Brooklyn, live on Millions.co.
We'll see if we take off. Get started while we do that. So go ahead, guys.
Danny Gonzalez, Brian Soto from Boxing. Tell me, you're just right around the corner from this fight here. You have a lot of history with Danny Garcia. You said you always felt that this fight would happen. How does it feel that this fight is finally happening?
I'm just excited to go. I'm calm. I'm chilling. I'm ready to go. You know, Saturday happens. Ain't no more talking. We want to hurt each other. I'm gonna hurt you.
we've been hearing a lot of talk from Garcia saying that he says he's 85% sure that this is his final fight. You know, when someone starts talking about this might be their final fight, that means they're already checked out. Do you feel that's the case?
100%. And I don't think it matters whatever he thinks. When he loses, he's going to realize he can spend time with family. Took his game away.
You know, this is being billed as, you know, his farewell to Brooklyn, but in some ways, this is your hello to Brooklyn because you know, you fought before at Barclays, but this is your first time main eventing at Barclays. What does this fight mean to you?
This is everything. This is, you know, proving the statement hard work pays off, consistency pays off. Grinding 20 years, fighting the main event, the big screen, and Danny Garcia in the Barclays Center main event. You know, I'm living the dream.
You're moving up in weight, you know, for this fight. Does that make you feel like a lot more comfortable knowing that you don't have to cut down ahead of a big fight?
I'm in phenomenal shape. I'm still gonna cut weight for this. He's gonna be shocked what he's coming in there with, like strength, speed, size, power, everything.
You sparred Danny Garcia, so what is his pluses and minuses that you got?
I'm not gonna give out too much, but I just know that I know what I can do, and I know I can beat him.
Dan, you mentioned obviously this opens up with a win, big fights on the horizon for you. What are some of those big fights? Obviously not overlooking this fight first, but what are some of those names of big fights you're hoping for in the future?
Yeah, I want a world title shot, you know, 154, Fundora, see what happens with him and Thurman. You know, just give me big shots. I'm in the rankings. I got a IBF USAB. I beat Danny Garcia. Come on, you gotta give me a shot. This worst fight is getting shots in that, you know?
Yeah, Danny, real talk. I talked to you last month. You already know what it is, kid. The Queen's energy is different. You don't understand about it. So right now, how much is building up, you know, just like, yo, you know what? I'm shocked to worry about us Queens guys.
I'm just excited. I'm not even stressed. I know I belong here. I've been waiting for shit like this my whole life, so I'm just absorbing it, being aware, and I'm gonna go in there, show them what Queens is, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna shock the world. You got free money on FanDuel, yo. Plus 360. Place your bets.
You're ready.
So you're following the odds. Did you put anything out?
I maxed it out already. Yeah.
So tell me now that you just about like, you know, you said that you want a title shot because a lot of guys who were not as accomplished as you have been getting title shots. Who would you want to fight if you could pick your fight after this?
I want Fundora. I think I can tackle that Scott straight. Pressure straight down the middle. People give him too much respect. Make him uncomfortable. Get that W. Just look at Gerald and fought some guy. I don't even know who that guy is. I didn't get a real title shot. I beat Danny Garcia. Give me what I deserve.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you were working camp with him, you know, obviously you're there to get him ready. But were you sort of thinking like, man, like this guy's a big deal, and I'm being able to hang with him? Did that kind of give you confidence?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, more than anything, I've been in Keith Thurman's training camp. I've been in Danny Garcia's training camp. I've been in training camp with Luis Colado. Like I've been around champions, so I know what it takes to be a champion, and I understand how it works. And I can say it again, it's 20 years of consistency. I learned on the job. I figured out the formula for me. And I think, you know, after 2 big wins, I just keep winning, keep shocking the world, and we'll keep going.
There's 2 more questions, and we're going to move to our next question.
Hey, do you have a nickname by chance? Because Danny Garcia gave you the nickname Dookie.
His nickname is El Gallo, and I'm going to make him look like Dookie in there.
Chan, we saw Danny in his last fight. He was hurt a little bit with Lara. Do you feel maybe now you could follow that up and be able to get him out there? I know you picked the decision, but...
Yeah, I think Danny Garcia's been in a lot of wars. I don't think his body's fresh anymore. You know, who knows? I might shock him, lighten him up. It might be done early. But, you know, I'm not coming in there with a knockout mentality. I'm coming in there to go 10 rounds hard and win decisively and outclass him.
You ready to grind it out by any means necessary.
I do what I got to do.
Thank you, Chan.
I'm going to shock the world and I'm going to beat you. I'm going to hurt you. Watch.
This card in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. Talk to me. What does it mean to be fighting here?
It means the world. I ain't gonna lie, before this, I wasn't even planning on, like, I was planning on taking a longer break, but when my brother told me, I was like, oh shit, in my home? My home? Because I know he claimed this to be his home, but this is my home. I'm from this. I live up the block from Barclays Center my whole life, and it just was a surreal moment, and I couldn't pass it up.
Who's going to have more fans on Saturday night, Danny Garcia or you?
No, you can't even do that. Maybe I see it wild thing, but I'm getting it. But I'm just saying for everybody that's watching, I'm ready for the event, people that's so about to finish the event, and I'm just ready to put on a show come Saturday night.
And you mentioned your brother, Danny Garcia. So talk about what's the relationship like with you and Danny?
That's exactly what I said. That's my brother. And I love him to death, and I just want to thank him for giving me this opportunity to perform on such a card like this.
And I want to talk to you about your fight, but before I do, let's stick with Danny Garcia for 1 sec. This is his farewell to Brooklyn fight. So he's fought here. This is going to be his 10th time in Barclays Center. He's all the way from home. He's not retiring, though, just stopping fighting here. So what do you think about Danny Garcia and his career? What should he do after this?
I feel like Danny had a career. He did unexpected. He beat everybody that people think he wasn't going to beat, and he's here now. And I just think Saturday will be another pit stop in his career. And after that, I don't know. We just first of all, he needs to stay locked in on one fight at a time. But after that, he can fight like a Tim Zoo or something like that.